Hey, birdwatcher friends, it's Miss Kay. I wanted to read you a book. I actually have two stories in this book. I'm going to read you one today and then one another day soon. But this is a very special little bear, and his name is Corduroy. You might have heard of Corduroy before. I hope you have. But if you haven't, I'm going to introduce you to Corduroy and read this story to you today. Corduroy is a bear who once lived in the toy department of a big store. Day after day, he waited with all the other animals and dolls for somebody to come along and take him home. He is a cute little bear, and he has on green. And today on our call, we talked about green. Miss Kay's still wearing her green shirt, being our color of the rainbow today. Sorry, I couldn't get the page. Here we go. The store was always filled with shoppers buying all sorts of things, but no one ever seemed to want a small bear in green overalls. There's Corduroy. Then one morning, a little girl stopped and looked straight into Corduroy's bright eyes. "Oh, Mommy," she said, "look. There's the very bear I've always wanted." "Not today, dear," her mother sighed. "I've spent too much already. Besides, he doesn't look new. He's lost the button to one of his shoulder straps." Corduroy watched them sadly as they walked away. His little face. Look how sad Corduroy's little face is. "I didn't know I'd lost a button," he said to himself. "Tonight, I'll go see if I can find it." Sounds like Corduroy might be going on an adventure. Late that evening, when all the shoppers had gone and the doors were shut and locked, Corduroy climbed carefully down from his shelf and began searching everywhere on the floor for his lost button. So there he's climbing down and he's starting to look. He's looking for his button. Suddenly, he felt the floor moving under him. Quite by accident, he had stepped onto an escalator and up he went. Have you ever ridden an escalator at the mall or at a big store? I have. Here's another picture of Corduroy on the escalator. Could this be a mountain, he wondered. "I think I've always wanted to climb a mountain," said Corduroy. He stepped off the escalator as it reached the next floor, and there before his eyes was the most amazing sight. Tables and chairs and lamps and sofas and rows of beds. Look at all those beds. "This must be a palace," Corduroy gasped. "I guess I've always wanted to live in a palace." So look how little Corduroy looks. All this furniture is so big. He wandered around, admiring the furniture. "This must be a bed," he said. "I've always wanted to sleep in a bed." And up he crawled onto a large, thick mattress. So there's Corduroy climbing on the bed. All at once, he saw something small and round. "Why, here's my button," he cried. And he tried to pick it up, but like all the other buttons on the mattress, it was tied down too tight. So he was a little bit mistaken. It wasn't actually his button. It was one on the mattress. He yanked and pulled with both paws until pop! Off came the button, and off the mattress Corduroy toppled. Oh no, he's fallen off the bed. Bang! Into a tall floor lamp. Over it fell with a crash. Corduroy's holding onto his ears because it was so loud. Corduroy didn't know it, But there was someone else awake in the store. That night watchman was going his rounds on the floor above when he heard the crash. He came dashing down the escalator. So this gentleman guards the store at night to make sure it stays safe. And he has a flashlight because it's dark. Now, who in the world did that? He exclaimed. Somebody must be hiding around here. So he's looking. Corduroy's not in this picture, though. Let's see, where did Corduroy go? Do you see his little ears? He flashed his light under and over sofas and beds until he came to the biggest bed of all. And there he saw 2 fuzzy brown ears sticking up from under the covers. His little brown ears, there they are. Hello, he said. How did you get upstairs? Look at Corduroy looking at him a little bit afraid because he's not sure who this gentleman is. The watchman tucked Corduroy under his arm and carried him down the escalator and set him on the shelf in the toy department with the other animals and dolls. Oh, everybody's sleeping. The clown. Now Corduroy looks like he's sleeping, and the bunny and the doll, the toys, everybody's going to sleep because it's dark, it's nighttime. Corduroy was just waking up when the first customers came into the store in the morning. And there, looking at him with a wide, warm smile, was the same little girl he'd seen only the day before. I'm Lisa, she said, and you're going to be my very own bear. Last night I counted what I'd saved in my piggy bank, and my mother said I could bring you home. So Lisa had been saving her money, and she saw Corduroy and knew she had to have him. And so she saved up and bought that very special bear. Shall I put him in a box for you? The sales lady asked. She had the box already, was going to put Corduroy in the box. Oh, no, thank you, Lisa answered as she carried Corduroy home in her arms. So sweet. She ran all the way up 4 flights of stairs into her family's apartment and straight up to her room. She is so excited to take Corduroy home. She is smiling so big. Corduroy blinked. There was a chair and a chest of drawers and alongside a girl-sized bed, so this is Lisa's bed, stood a little bed, just the right size for him. Corduroy is going to have his own bed. The room was small, nothing like that enormous palace in the department store. This must be home, he said. I know I've always wanted a home. Sweet Corduroy. Lisa sat down with Corduroy on her lap and began to sew a button for his overalls. Lisa can sew, that's wonderful. I like you the way you are, she said, but you'll be more comfortable with your shoulder strap fastened. Aw. You must be a friend, said Corduroy. I've always wanted a friend. Me too, said Lisa, and gave him a big hug. Sweet Corduroy, I hope you can see his face, and sweet Lisa, she is so excited to have him. Now there's another Corduroy story, but I'm going to save that for another day. It was so great to read you this special story about Corduroy. I love you guys. I miss you. See you soon. Bye.